Hey guys, what's up? Southern Card back here with another video, and I'm going to start a new series, and I'm going to call it the BirdCage. So, welcome to the BirdCage, episode 1. In this series, we're just going to sit down, we'll talk about video games, we'll talk about sports, we'll talk about politics, we'll talk about whatever is interesting me. Or whatever you guys want to talk about. Today I want to touch on, for the very first episode of the Birdcage, I thought we might as well stick to the topic at hand on my channel, and that being No Man's Sky. I fully realize that this game is pretty much old news by now, but I'm still a fan of it, and if what I'm about to say in this video does come to pass, I think this game will end up seeing a little bit of a resurgence. So, we've had the Foundations update, and we've had the Pathfinder update. Foundations laid, it did what the title said. Laid the foundation for base building, and mainly base building, and freighters. And then Pathfinder came along a couple weeks ago, and I find it very interesting that Pathfinder has multiplayer-ish features in it. You have the the base sharing online, so that's there now. You have the buggies and the ability to build a quote-unquote racetrack, and the little message modules you can leave. Which, granted, those have been there, they've just been improved on, in my opinion. So, it seems to me that Hello Games is kind of hinting towards multiplayer in the future. Now, I don't think we'll see any PvP kind of thing. I don't think No Man's Sky will ever turn into a Grand Theft Auto Online kind of multiplayer deal. I don't think you'll be able to grief players or anything like that. But it would not surprise me if eventually we were able to run across another player flying his ship or whatever, or run across another player on a planet or something like that. So I think that's coming, and a hint to Elka. I was trying to think of his name. Elka on YouTube has, pretty sure it was him. If not, I will fix this and put the right name in the description. Anyway, I think it was Elka. Made a video a while back, and he discovered a placeholder for a character in the game's files. So, at least I hope it's a placeholder, because it looked ugly. Along with some animations to go along with it. So I could very well see them kind of adding these features in, and then have the last free update be multiplayer, and then after the multiplayer is implemented, maybe then we see paid DLC, but that's a ways off. If Hello Games has a brain whatsoever, paid DLC is the last thing on their mind right now. So I think multiplayer is coming. I don't think it'll be, like I said, it won't be no PvP or nothing like that. But be able to see your friends, whatever. I think that'll happen. For me personally, I don't care either way, because I'm the only person on my friends list that plays No Man's Sky. So it's not going to really do me any good anyway. But for the game's health and for the community, and just because I'm a fan of the game, I want to see multiplayer, because I think if Hello Games adds multiplayer, obviously it's going to extend the life cycle. It's going to bump up the population, and people are going to come back to it. We've seen it with the Foundations update and with the Pathfinder update. Both of those updates led to a rapid increase in the player base. After Foundations, about a month or so after it, the player base kind of started dwindling back down. But so far, I think we're about a week, 2 weeks out from Pathfinder, and the player base is still pretty level. We've dropped off a couple thousand on Steam, but we're still averaging around 3,500, 4,000 players a day on Steam. So it's picking up, is my point. With each update, it gets better, it gets better, it gets better. They add little things here and there, and I just found it very interesting that that the multiplayer features were gonna, well, multiplayer-ish features were kind of added back in Pathfinder. So we'll have to wait and see. I also think that the things we were promised that weren't in the game at launch are obviously starting to make their way back in, right? I mean, I'm not the only one that notices this. Like the factions having, not the factions, you're standing with each of the Korvax, the Gek, and the Viking. That standing has more impact now, like it was supposed to at launch. Well, that now happens. Ships now crash land. There are different classes of ships and multi-tools now that were supposed to be there at launch. Now they're there. And there's just so many different things, right, that were supposed to be there at launch that weren't there, that are now being added back in, which to me says it kind of lends further credence to the theory that No Man's Sky, which we know, I mean, Ennis McKendrick, I think it was Ennis, came out and said that pretty much, yeah, we ran out of money and we had to release it. So that kind of makes sense, right? Maybe they couldn't get the, maybe there was a bug or something with the ship classes or something. I don't know. I'm not a developer, but maybe there was something that went wrong late in development. They're running really close on money, so instead of delaying the game once again, because remember, these guys were getting death threats over a video game being delayed. So instead of delaying it again and just ticking off the fan base even more, they went ahead and released an unfinished game, which still wasn't a good decision, but I mean, they were kind of in the situation where they were going to be screwed either way, I think. And then gradually patch everything in once they get the bugs worked out. And I think that's what we're seeing happen. So, if Sean Murray said we'll be able to see other players, I think eventually we're going to be able to see other players, because all the signs are there, right? There's the player character model discovered by Elka on YouTube. There's the multiplayer-ish features that have been added in with the Pathfinder update. So I think it's coming. I think it's coming. So leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really interested to see what you guys think about this. Have you played since the Pathfinder update? Are you still scorned by it? I know a lot of people, after launch, they just put it on the shelf and they haven't touched it since, and I understand that. So yeah, hit me up in the comment section, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys on the next episode of the BirdCage. Have a good one.